Assistant gets a call in 1994. Jim Baker, he was on CNN. He committed mail fraud, had the largest ministry in the world. And he was sentenced to 45 years. It was reduced to 5 years. In the 4th year of his sentence, he called his assistant. He read the first book that I wrote. And he said to his assistant, can you call this man and see if he'll come visit me? I said, sure, I'll go visit him. So I go in. I remember I'm in the penitentiary. Jim comes in. He's got his prison garb on. He looks at me, grabs my shoulder and said, young man, did you write this book? I said, yes, sir, I did. He sits down, he looks at me. You know what the first thing he says to me is? John, this prison wasn't God's judgment on my life. It was his mercy. He said, John, if I would have kept living the way I was living, I would have ended up in hell forever and ever. I am so grateful to God. 20 minutes into it, I look at Jim and I say, Jim, when did you fall out of love with Jesus? And he's so serious when he said it. He said, I didn't. And I said, Jim, you committed adultery. You were arrested and prosecuted in 1990. You telling me those 7 years you didn't love Jesus? He said, I loved him all the way through it, John. And he sees confusion in my face. And he looks at me, he says, I didn't fear God. He said, I love Jesus. I didn't fear God. He said, there's millions of American Christians just like me. They love Jesus. They don't fear God.